Some of San Diego's largest service providers be challenged not only by an ever-growing amount of data and computational requirements, but also in connecting with and accessing some of the early innovation which is occurring here in our thriving ecosystem in San Diego. On the flip side of that equation, we're seeing early stage innovators with great ideas and new approaches to solving some very challenging scenarios struggle to find affordable business services, and struggle with much less economic resources necessary to take an idea and prove out some of their groundbreaking theories. It was in recognizing this chasm between those two worlds that drove our team here at Scale Matrix, in close partnership with our friends at Diagnomics, to conceive of the Life Science and Technology Launch Center. By bringing all of these resources together under one roof, and by providing affordable a la carte business and technology and bioinformatics services, it is our hope that more and more of these innovative ideas will find their way to fruition in our regional marketplace and with a greater amount of overall success. With life science and technology and genomes alike driving so much of the innovation economy here in our city, we set out years ago to build a resource center just like this. Here we would combine world-class data center resources, a CLI-certified laboratory, and a premier co-working space all together under one roof. With the services at the disposal of our new members, we're hoping that these folks will leverage this resource-rich environment to take their ideas to new levels. Our support of those who choose to call the Life Center home extends well beyond just the workspace, laboratory space, and data center services that we offer as a company. Mentorship programs, technical and business resource consultation, and exposure to a much larger ecosystem of resources that we're helping bring together under this facility will hopefully accelerate their paths to success once joining our facility. On that note, I'd like to introduce some of us to some of those people in this ecosystem. First and foremost, I'd like to bring in from the 6th District City Council member, Chris Cate.
Thank you, Chris, and good morning, everybody. I really want to say thank you for having me here. And this is such a beautiful, beautiful facility, and I'm really excited that you're not only in the city of San Diego, but you're in the 6th Council District, which is the best district in the city. But what you are providing here is really what we have been striving for as a city for a number of years now, is making sure that the innovators within San Diego, those who are small business owners, who are entrepreneurs, have the tools and resources available for them to do great things, provide quality jobs for San Diegans, and make sure that we are on the brink of being a leader in the innovation economy. And Scale Matrix and this Launch Center is definitely going to be doing that. And I'm really, really just pleased that you all have been working with members of our city departments, and I really want to recognize them as well too. Eric Caldwell and his team at the Economic Development Department in the city have really been leaders and really showcasing what San Diego has to offer for not only the others throughout the country, but throughout the world. And we look forward to working with Scale Metrics even more in the coming years to make sure that the city of San Diego, particularly the 6th Council District, is a home for a lot of these great innovators. So on behalf of my office in the city of San Diego, we have your proclamation congratulating you on the success of opening up this Launch Center, and really look forward to all of your successes moving forward in the future. Thank you.
Thank you. Chris, thanks so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Thank you, guys. Okay, next I'd like to introduce a close friend and partner in the development of this particular center, Dr. Min Lee, Chairman of Diagnomics. Dr. Lee is going to share a good bit of information about what we're doing and talk a little bit about how the partnership between the CLI certified lab and the data center and the co-working space all come together. Thank you so much, Ron.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. It is my great pleasure and honor to announce the opening of the Scale Matrix Life Science Technology Launching Center powered by Diagnomics. Today, this is a truly a unique opportunity that companies like Dynamics, which is bio-related companies, and a lot of information technology companies can working together as a sharing economy platforms. So, I just came from the CES Las Vegas. We had a great launching opportunity of our My Genome Box business. I was truly amazed how many people are looking forward to having a solution and opportunity that combine all these life science and biotech opportunities to the information technology opportunities. So truly, we built probably the world's first incubation center that combined with all the resources that people can working together to converge the life science and the information technology under the one roof. We've been working on this opportunity for last probably about 15 months. We first discussed in November 2015, and I believe we started the construction in February 2016. It's been almost more than a year to really make this dream come true. I believe now, probably 2017 and going on, we will really make the opportunity in IoT. I'm sure that most of you are familiar with the IoT, like Internet of Things, but we are truly showing the Internet of DNA. We will connect everyone in the world, DNA, through your genomes and with all the technology that IT structure can offer. So, this is a truly amazing center. Every company and every entrepreneurs bring your ideas to lead to a success. Thank you very much for coming to this grand opening, and I really appreciate all the people who has been working very hard for the last 1 year to make this happen. Thank you again.
Thank you, Ben. And while we have been working on it for 15 or so months, the last month or two have been special.
Especially the last couple of days.
Last couple of days, okay, we're telling the truth now. Don't touch the walls, the paint might still be a little wet. Okay, with that, I want to bring up another member of our community, of the ecosystem that we're trying to build here at the Launch Center. Dr. Ping Wang, who is an icon in the co-working space here in San Diego. He has been a tremendous wind behind our sails as we started to put together what is something that is a new venture for us at Scale Matrix. I'd like Ping to say a few words. Thanks for bringing him.
Thanks, Chris. And to your request to speak a few words, I'll say food, water, shelter. These are the basics of Maslow's hierarchy, right? This is what we need to survive. But beyond surviving and going into thriving in a creative economy, we obviously need a few things on top of that. We need creativity, and from that comes inspiration, and from that is also community. It's all you people here standing in front, and it's all these people here. So with that, that is the essence and spirit of co-working, of incubation, of acceleration, of essentially the driver of the innovation economy. And here we have it in abundance. And 10 years ago also, along with other people like Wesley, Fallon, Enrique, and other people, we helped start one of the first tech co-working centers in San Diego called Answer Innovation. So that was about 7 years ago. And then, however, we decided to come out here recently after meeting Chris and Mark for a number of reasons. Number one, we talked about Maslow's hierarchy. Look at this beautiful space, right? We've got basically everything in abundance in a way that we didn't have at Answer Innovation. For that, we have to really thank you guys. Also, we have community, we have people, we have also a mix of international efforts of biologics, of data, of technology, and a mix of all these other great ingredients that are really here to create an explosive mix. And finally, I also mentioned the people. So one thing about Answer was that's what it was all focused on, and you can meet some of the alumni here in the crowd today. But I think what really got me interested to come out here and move Answer and continue the spirit of Answer here was meeting Chris and Mark in person. They're one of the most personable people. They're also entrepreneurs. They built Scale Matrix from scratch. And it is with their spirit, with everyone else coming in combination, that's going to create a better, thriving community, which we all hope that you're going to be a part of as well. Thank you, and welcome to the Tech Launch Center.
The mission that we're undertaking here at the Launch Center can be very complex. Data storage, deep learning, genome sequencing. It's a daunting task for early stage companies who may not have already invested in their own resources or data scientists. This is where Tim Wesselman comes in. Tim is the CEO of OnRamp Bioinformatics. He's also the sponsor of our coffee bar this morning, so thank you, Tim, for that. We appreciate that. But most importantly, he's one of the ecosystem members that's going to help us drive forward early stage innovation, making it easier for everyone to do what they need to do. And with that, I'll bring Tim up for a few words.
Good morning. It's an honor to be here. First, I'd like to begin by really acknowledging Mark and Chris for their vision in building this Life Sciences Center and for accelerating life sciences IT. It was just last year that the scientific journal Nature highlighted with a paper that the biggest of all big data we would face in mankind was genomic data. And in that, they said that by 2025, there would be 40 exabytes of data generated annually by genomic sequencers. That's a massive amount of data. Over the last 2 decades, I worked as an executive and vice president for Hewlett-Packard, working on advanced hyperscale and data center technology for companies like Apple and Microsoft and Facebook. And I started OnRamp Bioinformatics when I saw a gap at the intersection of information technology and biology. And in that, we found over the last 3 years, the reason for that gap is that the scientific community was spending far too much time worrying about how to get their results because they were blocked by 3 major challenges. Those challenges were, 1, software complexity. There's over 11,000 open source applications that are poorly maintained, and they're all Linux command line, and it requires a PhD in computer science or bioinformatics to be able to just run those applications, not to mention get them installed. And that is an incredible barrier of complexity. Second, data management and tracking. Once they figure out how to get those applications stitched together and working, and tracking and maintaining a record of everything that you've done so that you can reproduce it consistently is a major challenge for us to be able to advance this great technology. And third, and very importantly, is the scalable IT infrastructure. Not every organization can afford or has the know-how to deploy their own in-house data center. So many of them turn to the cloud. Yet the solutions that are out there today from companies like Amazon are very incompatible with what's needed for genomics out of the cloud because the economic models and the scalability presents challenges, complexity, and the cost of storing that data and transferring that data is so great that it's inconsistent and incompatible with large-scale genomic sequencing. So I'm thrilled to announce today that OnRamp Bioinformatics and Scale Matrix are collaborating on a partnership that will bring forth a new software as a service that combines our streamlined software user interface, our advanced data tracking and data management that provides consistent audit trails for every analysis that's done, together with the highly scalable and efficient data center technology that Scale Matrix provides with their cloud services and their cloud capabilities. This is much more consistent and compatible with what is needed for bioinformatics. So what does that mean for this Life Sciences Center? What that means is the companies that come here to work on finding the next great drug discovery or the new diagnostic, those diagnostic therapeutic companies, those medical professionals will be able to sequence their samples, get to their data, seamlessly transfer, analyze, and interpret that data so they can focus on what to do with the results as opposed to how to get to those results. Thank you.
I told you Tim was going to make it easier, and by putting all these resources under one roof, we're really going to break some new ground here, and we're super excited about it. Before we officially open the facility, with the help of Billy Elliott, who's here representing Congressman Scott Peters, I'd like to remind everybody that after our speaking engagement here, there's still plenty of food and resources and refreshments. There is a lounge all the way to the back corner where they're serving superfood coffee and nutrients and things. Make sure you take a tour of the biolab itself afterwards. And for those of you that are here on our campus for the first time, at 10 o'clock, down in the lobby of this building, the sales team will do a guided tour of the data center next door. If you haven't ever been here to see it, please join them in the lobby of this building and they'll walk you over and do a tour of that. With that, Mr. Elliott, time to open the center. Let's do it. Perfect.
Good morning. Brian Elliott with the Office of Congressman Scott Peters. Scott, of course, is in D.C. as Congress is in session. So on behalf of him and his office, I just want to say that this is a great opportunity here in San Diego to have a center like Scale Matrix that offers the opportunity for companies to be integrated into what is San Diego's great, one of the nation's greatest hubs, which is our life science and technology industry. So, Scott, in addition to agreeing that it is in the 6th City District, it's also in the 52nd Congressional District. So, on behalf of Scott, I have a proclamation for Mark and Chris, and I realize now I am the one standing between you, the food, the water, and the coffee. So, yes. All right.
Beautiful. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. Okay, don't go on. One more. Just one more. Oh, yeah. Would you hold this one? Absolutely. Great. Thank you, Doug. And last but not least, representing Diane Harkey from the California State Board of Equalization, Jordan Marks actually has some remarks for us as well to help us open the center. Thank you. Welcome, Jordan.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Most people know the Board of Equalization for collecting taxes. Don't worry, we're not here to collect taxes today. Actually, Diane has a vision for a golden state, but it only happens with visionaries like Chris and Mark. And I want to just draw quickly on a theme that Peng talked about, not just surviving, but thriving. And so as a partner to help launch today, we also want to make sure that you know the State Board of Equalization, our office is here as a resource to help make sure there are tax incentives, grants, and dollars here to support the vision and the great work that job creators and folks like yourself are doing today. So thank you so much, Chris and Mark, for launching today and bringing new jobs and vision to the region. We appreciate you. And we look forward to, much like the business growing, tax dollars for the state, but on behalf of the State of Equalization, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks so much. 1, 2, 3. It's open. Thank you all very much for coming today. We appreciate it. Thank you to our staff who helped make this opening possible. You guys are fantastic. Please enjoy, and let's find some business to do together. We appreciate it.